Hi, I'm doing a tag response before I do Dave's last Saturday's tag. This is 10 random questions, and I think these is absolutely great. Anyway, moving on to number 1. Name at least 2 TV series you grew up watching. There's been many series I used to watch when I was younger, like Dad's Army, Only Fools and Horses, Steptoe and Son. I could go on and on, but you said 2. Yeah. But if you're talking about cartoons, then I would actually go with Scooby-Doo and also Flintstones. I'll go with them. Yeah, but there are also many more. Moving on. What is one thing that happened so far that this year that stands out in your mind? Oh, there's been many things that's happened. I just can't, there's been many, I just cannot think what. I'm going to go with the COVID, second year in COVID, having both my jabs done, so I'm going to go with that. Yeah, why not? Anyway, moving on. Out of all the recent events in the news you've heard, what is the most memorable? I'm not saying it's memorable because really matter speaking, this actually shook the whole of England. Plymouth shooting. A man walked up, shot his mother, dead, then went on a shooting spree, shot a father and a 3-year-old child, and then shot a few others before turning the gun on himself and shooting himself. It was a very sad day listening to what occurred on that day. Not memorable, but you know, it's something what's moving on. What is your most favourite country in the world worldwide? I'm going to go for England. It's got to be England, even though it is my country and I love my country to bits. So I'm going to go with, sorry Dave, but I'm going from my own country, England. Yeah. Moving on. What is your most favourite landmark in the world? Landmark. I don't have a landmark as such, but over in this country we have got so many castles, old ruined castles, that I love going to. So I'm going to just say old ruined castles. Yeah. Moving on. What is your most favourite cartoon you saw as a kid? Tom and Jerry. I'm going to go with Tom and Jerry. It made me laugh, the things what was happening and everything else. So I'm going to go with Tom and Jerry. Yeah. Moving on. Tell us a memory you think might not be real. Memory not be real. Honestly, Dave, I can't think on this question. I'm sorry, but I just cannot think about this question. Nothing's coming to my mind, put it that way. So I'll move on. Tell us a memory you think is real and others don't. Okay, this is real. I believe it is real because it happened to me. I was like 17 years old. There were 3 of us. There was this old ruined church. It was padlocked. We didn't know why it was padlocked, the door, because the wooden door had a gap and you could actually fit yourself through this gap. So 3 of us went through this gap inside. It still had the pews all the way down through. The roof had holes in, pigeons flying about, and way over in a corner there was the organ. We got halfway down the aisle when the organ started playing. Now when that organ started playing, we didn't even look at each other, we just quickly turned, ran out and get through that gap of the door as quick as we possibly could. That is real. That happened. Yes. If you believe it or not, that's up to you, but it happened. Oh yes. Moving on. What do you prefer more with a meal? Wine, beer, or the hard stuff? Beer. I would go with beer. Because when I walk into a place before I sit down, I always order a beer. Then when we go to the table, I either got so much left of the beer or I order another beer because I don't like mixing drinks. So it's always been beer. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to number 10 and last. If you had a meal in a restaurant named after you, what would be on it? I would say there would be a steak, big as a plate, covering the whole plate, side to side, all round. I would also have potatoes, parsnip, cauliflower, Yorkshire pudding, mint sauce, gravy, and that will come with a nice cool glass of white wine. Yes, I said white wine because that would actually come with the meal. Whoever ordered that, the white wine will actually come with the meal. Anyway, Dave, there you have it. There's your random questions I said I would do for you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. God bless.